up, you guys? So today we're going to talk about something a little different. Well, it's really not different because I've talked about my book on this channel before. So my book is hopefully going to be coming out. My God, I look terribly sick without eyeliner on. Sorry, you're going to just have to deal with this. I'm not going to fix it. I've talked about my book on this channel many times before. It comes out at the end of this year. Also, I realize you probably think this is a weird background, but at one point my parents were like really big into this art thing, so we've got like 3 of these zhengs around the house. This just happens to be the one that's in the room I'm staying in, so I thought it was a cool background. Just moving on. So like I said, my book is coming out at the end of this year, and one of the biggest things that was a challenge for me was what to do about the book covers. So what I did was I went to Barnes & Noble and I creeped around the fantasy section, taking pictures of other fantasy books to see kind of what the genre norm was. And what I noticed was that fantasy books had really busy covers, there was a lot going on and a lot of really rich colors. So naturally I wanted to stick with that theme so that my book looked like it belonged with these other books, like it fit in, but at the same time I wanted my cover to be a little bit different. So my book has a lot of emphasis on the colors black, red, and white, but white on a book cover looked a bit funky, kind of like it was unfinished. So I stuck with black and red, and I incorporated this gold aspect that also comes up a lot in my book. So with all of that being said, I think one of the hardest things for writers, especially indie writers who are either directly involved with the creation of their book cover or are just telling the book cover designer the sort of things that they want in their book cover, is knowing what to really involve in that cover. So you want to make sure it does tie into your story and fits with the genre norms that are established at your time period. You don't want your book to look dated, and you don't want your book to look like it belongs in the contemporary section if it's a mystery, or the mystery section if it's a romance, and you know what I mean. So I actually cycled through a lot of different book cover ideas before I settled on the one that I was gonna go with. And once I established what I was going to go with and the theme of my book cover and what it was gonna kind of portray to the reader, I just kept doing it over and over and over again to get those colors right, to get the aspects right, to get the elements right that I wanted to incorporate. So today, I am proud to say that I have a almost final design. Obviously it needs a couple more tweaks here and there once I zone in on the trim size that I'm gonna go with. I was debating 6x9 or the 6.1 by 9.2 trim sizes, just because it's going to be a very long book and it's in the fantasy genre, so books of that height, kind of like Game of Thrones, The Bone Season, things like that. That's okay. So just getting those aspects right in the cover is going to be something that I still need to tweak, and once my book comes back from the editor, I will have a more approximate size of how big it's going to be, so I can just tweak the spine here and there. But all of this being said, I was really excited and I wanted to share the cover with you guys and explain why I did what I did with it. So here it is. Right, so like I said in the beginning, the book focuses heavily on the colors of red and black, so obviously you can see that they show up very prominently in the design, as well as the gold title, because gold comes up a lot throughout the story, especially because 2 of my main characters are princes, so you know, they have the golden crown, their golden children, that sort of thing, so that all ties in with it, as well as the dragon being in that circular shape, like it's almost an Ouroboros, but not quite. You may have noticed that there is a slight design in the upward red triangles of the book cover. It actually says, "by any means necessary," going upside down. The phrase and both the idea that the words are upside down are actually both tie-ins to the book that if you buy it when it comes out, you'll be able to pick up on. And then for the spine, I wanted that bold red with the gold writing, and then the black strip at top kind of reminded me of what older leather-bound covered books tend to look like, so I liked that it had that kind of like old world aesthetic, especially because it is like a medieval fairy tale sort of book. And then obviously the back cover is the same black and red theme with the gold lettering. I don't have a summary written for the book yet, so I'm not going to show you the back cover because like I don't want you to see the placeholder summary I'm using right now because it's real shit. So I thought I wanted to share this with everybody because I feel like one of the best things about being an indie writer is getting to be in charge of all creative aspects of my book, and especially because I'm very artsy and I've always been into art, and I do art kind of as like a side hustle job, and I post a lot of art to my Instagram and Facebook. I wanted to be personally hands-on doing my book cover, but I will admit I was initially very reluctant to do it myself, and my mom was the one who gave me the push and said like, no, you should do it yourself because you're gonna be a lot more proud when it comes out to be able to hold it and say, not only did I write the book, but I designed the cover that you now see on shelves. And I was like, you know what, having worked on it now for months and months and months, getting the cover to be what I wanted it to be, it is a very rewarding feeling. Ugh, I can't talk today, damn. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video because my very first video on this channel was about NaNoWriMo in 2018 when I had started my book. And now I'm at the point where the book is done and it's officially off with my editor, and it's coming and it's gonna be here and real and I'll be able to hold it soon, and I'm just so excited. And I've been working on this cover for easily months. Like I think I started beginning of January and now we're heading into middle of March. So yeah, months I've been working on this and fine-tuning it, and for hours and hours and hours I'd spend time working on it, and it's just something that I'm proud of and I wanted to share with you guys. This is not just a YouTube channel that has videos about things I like movies and Harry Potter and other books and such, but it's also my author platform, and it's just important to me to be able in a few years when the subsequent books in the series come out to look back and say like, look how far I've come from this point. So sorry, this has been like a slight sentimental video, my bad, didn't mean to get weird, but thank you guys for watching. And if you like this channel so far and you're like, this is weird, we get like all kinds of content. Sometimes it's dogs, sometimes it's Harry Potter, sometimes Brooklyn tells us about this book that we still haven't read. Like go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, because who the hell ever knows when videos are gonna go up on this channel. It is a surprise for you and for me because I never know either. It's always like, I guess I'm making a video today kind of moment. So thank you guys for putting up with me, and see you next time. Bye.